Have we decided yet who we'd like to see in Twisted Metal Lost? So far, there's been one valid option, which is Axel. Which seems like a good option. I believe... Okay. We should have Deathport. Just checking to make sure the difficulty wasn't set to medium. Because if you have the difficulty set to hard, and you beat the game, you don't unlock the Deathport. It has to be medium. Spectre, I have beaten Twisted Metal Lost with on recording. Goldtooth would be valid. Yellow Jacket, totally valid. Let's take a look at the characters that are available real quick. See, there's Spectre, having completed the game. So, Roadkill, Crazy 8. I forget if I did Mr. Graham personally. Axel, very sharp in this version. I know I did Junkyard Dog. That was the most recent one. There was definitely a Mr. Grimm save. I don't remember if I did that as some sort of testing thing, though. And 12-pack, I definitely did. Did I miss Manslaughter? Where the hell's Manslaughter? There he is. I was worried for a second that he might have been deleted from the game. And no one wants that. So, Axel got by far the most support. It helps that he has his own emote, so it really makes it stand out when he gets any support. Almost every valid option has gotten a suggestion so far. So, let me just, while we're deciding, do something I couldn't do last time. Axel does not have his alt special in this game. At least as far as I recall. Yeah, I should do Twisted Marathon as nothing but, like, Minion and all the overpowered boss characters. Oh, that's right. That's how your shield works in this game. Oh, goodbye, cruel world. Going over the edge. Junkyard Dog feels so unbelievably sluggish compared to Grasshopper. Just a world of difference. Yeah, I wasn't able to do this because I had loaded a save state so as to enter the game more quickly. I didn't realize that save state was from before I had beaten medium difficulty to unlock the Deathport. Then I kept going and unlocked other stuff, and in the end wasn't able to show off what I wanted to show off with this character. I'm quite bad at using the special here. But very good at using ram damage. Ram damage is really, really high in this game. It's as though every vehicle is holding the ram weapon upgrade at all times. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Destiny. Glad you could make it, for as long as you did. Warthog, I have not done the full playthrough. That's a valid choice. I think I'm still seeing Axel as the one that got the most strong support out of anybody. Inexplicably, Goldtooth was a close contender as well. I am absolutely not going to do Goldtooth during the full marathon stream. That would be the coward's way out. Or the smart person with self-preservation instincts way in. Hence, why I ain't doing it. Pack, yeah. Pack's miserable too. Maybe the worst vehicle in the entire game. It's a cool vehicle. Not very functional. At least not the way I play. It's rare that a vehicle's like objectively terrible though. They have to go out of their way to make it statistically really bad. Like with ATV. ATV is one of the only vehicles that is objectively really bad in the whole series. There's a few in Twisted Metal 2. But even the ones in Twisted Metal 1 that I thought were objectively terrible, most of them ended up being pretty solid, if you play them right. I've already done a lot of their full playthroughs and had a good time. Gotcha. Gigantic blast radius. Did not like Sweet Tooth transforming there. I don't like that Sweet Tooth hasn't participated so far. He's been watching the violence from afar. We're actually tall enough for Warthog to hurt me. The flamethrower legitimately cannot hit vehicles if they're too short. We do not have that advantage. We could use it. Junkyard Dog is not very strong. Seems like I can still hit myself with my own special, which is the only reason I'm taking this so slow. I have 1 life, and my special keeps hurting me. Or at least I'm afraid of it hurting me. Uh-oh. Sick rail grind. I have no turbo, so I can't get back on board. Just need a little bump from an explosion. What was that move? It was effective, but annoying. Effective, but not ethical. Okay. We are ready to kill everybody. Going for the blind shot. There we go. Just barely on the furthest reaches of the blast radius. So, I don't think we got any closer to deciding, but Axel Still seems like our best bet. So Axel it is. Axel power. Still aching over the murder of his wife. Feeling her death was his fault. Chooses to stay trapped in the wheels, his feet dragging against hot asphalt, ripped apart, bleeding, and causing him tremendous pain. One day he hopes he will have done his penance, and the spirit of his wife will forgive him. That's not really a wish there, Axel. It is awfully dramatic of you. I think Axel tends to be pretty tough. Just to, check. I'm doing the inputs for the Ultimate Special. And they, of course, don't do anything here. 46 damage. But I hit like 3 people there? 46 doesn't divide by 3, so I could have hit... I guess I hit 2 people, because that's the only thing that 46 is divisible by. Evenly. Apparently, Axel's special does ridiculous damage, and it has a little sound clip. I couldn't quite make it out, but we're probably going to hear it a lot. Okay, it's not a voice clip. And it's not quite an explosion sound. It sounds maybe like a really heavy metal box being moved across a concrete floor. And other sounds you would only hear in a video game. Damn you ricochets. Getting turned into hilarious beach balls. Yeah, 23 points of damage from the Axel special. That's good stuff. Hit 2 people. You're doing pretty gruesome damage. I'm pretty sure radial explosion effects never deal proximity-based damage in Twisted Metal Head-On, which Lost is like an expansion pack for Head-On. It follows the same rules in all ways. Really trying to catch up to you so I can do this. Yeah, like remote bombs, napalms, they always do maximum damage of either 20 or 25 per hit, no matter how far away the target is from the explosion. My wheels got wobbly. Axel's about to fall out of his torture machine, much to his own dismay. Hey, look at these cracked walls. Normally I don't get to see them because I just plow right through that wall. Oh, there's still 5 enemies alive. Let's thin that herd a little bit. Where are you going? There's no way there's a health refill for you. Especially not in the pizza parlor. Uh-oh. Okay. Free, but there are 3 enemies right behind me. There's still 3 enemies right behind me. The radar is terrifying right now. Miraculously, they decided not to shoot me. They just wanted to stay as close to me as possible. Keep me sweating. Okay. Gotta get that upgrade point that doesn't exist. Get you out of here. I desperately need some turbo, as I keep getting caught on fire. And that's got to be super uncomfortable. And you're fully exposed the way Axel is. Haven't seen you in a good long while. Manslaughter has apparently just been in this whole level, unbeknownst to me. Didn't want to use my special, but forced my hand. Arr. Totally whiffed with my power missile. And Warthog is shielded again. Got him with machine gun bullets. Thankfully. I was worried I'd have to waste another special to deal 1 HP worth of damage. Look at Axel, like, wiggle around there in his cage. He's clearly being made very uncomfortable by his feet getting shredded. I don't think that's what they were actually going for. There we go. No deaths there, which means I don't have to reload from the main menu. Not that I would necessarily have to, because the next level's fairly easy. It's the easiest of the 4 in Twisted Metal Lost. Although you could make the case that the death port is the easiest, because you always have to play it in challenge mode. And yet I rarely game over there. So if it were comparable to these other levels, that I struggle quite a bit to do deathlessly. The implication is it's not actually as hard as those levels. But there's no fair way to measure it. You're getting frozen. I really don't get why our special would be so powerful. Doesn't seem like Axel is doing much. Like, the shockwave feels like it lacks impact. And it always sort of has felt that way. It's not an especially impactful attack. But it is often a very high damaging attack. It does seem to frequently be Yellow Jacket, waiting on the highway for me to come get health refills. That's his go-to move. .60 DPS for 1 second. That was the only second that mattered, though. Back to the Destruction Derby. I think that was me hitting myself with my own ricochet. It's always so hard to tell. I think I'm going to want to be near the recharge for safety purposes. While I'm here, take out Yellow Jacket. No more ambushes. Have that dead cabbie. I've got turbo, so I can do this. Grab the power missile. Out of the sky. Now to actually try and use it. I've whiffed everyone. There's no way to tell where the power missile's going to fire from. It seems to fire from, like, center mass, which keeps throwing me off. Let's try it again. Still not working. Our special is so good, nothing matters. Tag. Junkyard dog. For some reason I thought it was manslaughter. Pretty sure manslaughter never even spawned in this level, but just remembering it from the previous level. You don't forget manslaughter. Ooh, ram damage and explosion damage. We could actually hit enemies through these little gates with our special. Not that I've had a lot of opportunities, but you can't do that with any of the other weapons in this game, I don't think. Besides Shadow Special. Which Shadow Special is so ridiculously slow that it's not going to hit anything in this game. Crawls along the ground. All the time in the world. Oh, 12 packs got 1 HP. Poor little guy. Never stood a chance. He had his chance. Long ago. But he blew it. Saving is always a good idea. Because if things do get out of hand, if you game over, you usually start with only 1 life. It's weird, I think there's some, like, inconsistency to it. But typically that's how it works out, due to the not regenerating lives glitch. There's some weird, like, smoke effect on the left side of the screen. It keeps fading in and out. Do not adjust your television screens, though. That is Axel's windshield. Shining through somehow. Not at all. An emulation glitch of what is already a very, very glitchy game. It's a little cheat to get to the teleporter. Wrong side. It's amazing how well this game and all the Twisted Metal games do emulate. I played virtually all of them on emulator at this point, and I've never had any, like, this is unbearable sort of glitches. Just very minor graphical stuff in almost every game. But you're going to get that basically out of any emulator. Emulators are very useful tools, but not to be relied upon exclusively if you can help it. 69 damage. Very nice, Axel. I know what the thumbnail's going to be. I feel like they specifically made it deal 23 damage per hit, so that if it hits 3 people, know what time it is. Clearly, Sweet Tooth has been waiting around. Or when my HP gets too low. So that he can get revenge for that time that Axel shot him in the head. Well, that was very improbable. I got bounced slightly off the ground, right as I was firing a power missile. Hey! Another 69. 69 Mark II. That one claimed 2 lives. As all the best 69s do. Yeah, even though this isn't a deathless run, I can't complain about the results. $23 damage on that special. That is way too much. Axel's too good. I really do want to know what they were going for with the sound clip that plays every time I fire the special, though. It sounds like a very, very heavily distorted voice the more I hear it. Uh-oh, Outlaw's here. Outlaw's a problem because for some reason, it frequently goes out of bounds and never comes back in this level specifically. If any vehicle is going to do it, it's Outlaw. And I have no idea why. But I've, like, been driving through this area. I came to... Where is it? I think it's this point over here. Somewhere around here. There's a part of this elevated thing that ends in just a very narrow curve. And I've seen Outlaw just hanging out on top of that narrow curve, even though it is out of bounds. Completely inaccessible by intended means. Outlaw was just chilling there, firing missiles like he was supposed to be there. He was not. So you don't want to see Outlaw spawn in this level at all. And if you do, you're lucky to see him die. He'll often render that completely impossible. Like, I know for a fact the reason that I have a Mr. Grimm save in Twisted Metal Lost is that it is not completed. It is on the 3rd of 3 levels. And I got to the end, and Outlaw was out of bounds, and I couldn't do anything about it. And then I never bothered to finish it. You are done for. And that's the run. But I'm gonna play the bonus level again. With Axel this time. Story mode. There's the story part of story mode. A lie. There's literally no reason to save at this point. But I'm saving anyway. Now we play one last very important level. The Death Port. Where's our guy? There we go. So we can assume his wish was to have his wife forgive him? Or something? I see Goldtooth in there. I see a lot of deadly threats in there. I could have set this as all gold tooths. Oops, all gold tooths. Gold teeth. I guess one gold tooth and one sweet tooth is enough. It seems like Axel just arbitrarily stretches his legs and does like jumping jacks in his torture cage. But he almost always does it while he's like falling off of a big jump. And it makes it look like he's doing it intentionally, as like the stunts that you can do in Mario Kart. So he had a little speed boost or whatever. I've only played Mario Kart 8 for a couple hours, even though I have a copy of it. On the Wii U. I didn't like it very much. Where's our Mario Kart car combat game? I think it's overdue. Kart Smash Brothers. Thank you. Pay me, Nintendo, and you can have that. Because surely you want it. Honestly, after the TV series, there might be a car combat resurgence. And there might be a Mario Kart Smash Brothers car combat Nintendo character all-star game. Are we well behaved enough to live in that world? Or is it too much to ask? Probably the latter. Yeah, I guess in theory the reason that Axel's always sticking his legs out and stuff to stabilize the vehicle is because he's a human suspension system. Killed Outlaw when he was at yellow health. So our special's ridiculous. Dark Side just got sick of seeing it. Drove itself over the edge. Okay, no health refill here. I know I got the one over there, although it's back already. I'm gonna try and get this. Ooh, yeah, slick. Axel's just fast enough to get over that edge. Very easily. I actually slammed on the brake right as I was at the crest. Because I didn't expect to go over the edge that time. I was really just gauging how fast I should go if I want to get over the edge. And I still almost overshot it. Axel's faster than he seems. So we got Sweet Tooth. I think Sweet Tooth's still in the mix. Gold Tooth definitely is. And obviously Brimstone. Oh, Yellow Jacket's the other. So, 2 canes, but not the same cane twice. And then a preacher. Just an arbitrary preacher. With no plot relevance. But I guess the devs liked him enough. They brought him back in the remake. Yeah, Axel has like perfect traction. He doesn't even slow down going over that curve. So that's weird. But I'm gonna kill myself if I keep trying to carefully maneuver over that curve. Because I'm not used to having that much traction. Someone blew up the ground. With a gas can, I would have to imagine. People keep intentionally jumping off. It's a good tactic for confusing the hell out of me. If that's what they're going for, success. Health refills are just constantly respawning. Good thing, too. Because if I die, it's all over. One life to live. Brimstone also accepted death. I've actually gotten very few kills so far. I thought Yellow Jacket was going down here. Based on his position on the radar, I don't know how he didn't end up going underground. Look at that special. Disgusting. And it's another special with gigantic knockback. So that's the theme of this stream. Grasshopper also has gigantic knockback. So, Axel and Grasshopper making good. There you are. You were in a place that couldn't possibly exist. That's why you're having such a hard time. And why I haven't seen him in a couple minutes. I'm pretty sure he has enough exposed flesh that I can still kill him. With my special, if nothing else, the blast radius on the special is also gigantic. Poor guy. He can get some missiles out of there. I don't think it's going to save him. I don't think there's any saving him. Just a mercy killing. Good night, Yellow Jacket. And good night to all of Twisted Metal Lost. That was a ridiculously easy run. Axel's very, very strong. He's considered terrible in Twisted Metal Black, which obviously is what it was based on there. Here, let's look at him again. Our valiant hero, who killed a clown multiple times and didn't save his wife. Good times. Yeah, not much else to say about it. Just a good, smooth, fun run. Twisted Metal Lost is a blast. Clearly, when you're even halfway decent at it, it's also a breeze. It's a breezy blast. So, suppose I shouldn't be trying to compliment it with the same adjectives I would describe a fart with. But, there we go. Put it on the box art. Twisted Metal Lost, a breezy blast. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a good one.